Yeah, hello everyone. I hope you're doing well. In previous video, I have modeled the plinth beams. Along with that, I have placed a complete column using you know, the building sessions. Even I have clearly explained about how to read these particular things and all. Along with that grids. Then what would be the grids? How to read each and everything I have shown, and the same thing I have modeled here. Uh, Apart from that, today we are going to continue with the level 1 and level 2 as well. So in additionally I will try to finish this by this particular video, and the entire model has been done, and along with that we have to model the slab also, right? Apart from that, we have to give the openings and all. We will try to cover in the next video with the footings and all with. Okay. Yeah, before starting this particular video, if you are not subscribed my channel, please to subscribe, share and support. Okay guys, so previously I have done the complete print layout. I don't think now it's the print layout is useful, so we'll go with the level 1 or some other details, right? So what would be the level 1 here? See, the level 1 beams has been given here. The looks like all are 230 by 300 beams, so even you can check as well, right? See, these are 230 by 300 beams, and the same thing has been given to the level 1 also. So what I do is, like, I will try to copy this particular level 1 plinth beam into the level 1. How we can copy the copy to clipboard, then select here, then align to the selected level, then level 1, right? See this, it's done. I will go to the sections. See this, right? So this is the easiest way. If the beam sizes are same, you can directly copy paste. Otherwise, you have to go to the level one plan, and let me delete this one. So you have to you have to draw the beams as per the standards from left to right. Right. This is the way you can model. Then, so I think here also we have covered everything. Previously I have covered many things, so looks like here also I have covered many things here. I don't think anything left, but one thing you have to notice here. This is 300, this is 300, this is 300, this is 300, this is 300. See, if you are modeling anything in the Revit structure, you have to focus on each and every details, right? It is 300, it is 300. See, this is 380. Why they given 380? Maybe there are some specific loads are coming here. That is the reason. To withstand the loads, they give mentioned as 230 by 380. So here I will change it into 380. Okay, depth has been increased, right? It's not like engineers not will give the random details here. They will design first, then they will go through with the manual valid calculations, then they will give the sizes, right? Then I will go to the level ones. Here I have changed into 380. It's correct. Here you can see it's a 380 completely. Then additionally this also 380, then this is 380. Right, here I have modeled everything as 380. Then like it's properly done. Basically, see here, if I select the 380 beams here, as per the engineer's record, I have drawn 380, 380, 380, 380, right? So see, if you are copying, then there is a high chance you are missing the details as well. Please focus on the details. Along with that, uh, copying the few things, right? So it's completely done. Now what are the things we covered? First one is a plinth layout, then the level 1, then we are going with the level 2, right? So level 2 also they mentioned 380, 300, each and everything looks properly 300, 300. So now I will copy the same thing. So I will select this like this, copy, level 2, done. Then I will go to level 2. I will check the details by details. So it is, see how we can check. It's 300, right? Let me with the line. It's 300. Then it is 300. This is 300. This is 300. 300. 300. See, these are the 300 sizes of the beam. If I select all, see this. It's correct. Now it's 380, 380, 380, 380, 380. Now see, the complete model has been done. As per the the details we have modeled the beams. Before closing this video, we'll try to go with the building sections here, whether it is correct or not. We'll try to read the sections as well. So previous, maybe there is a high chance you guys are missed my previous videos, right? So here you can see this is a building section, this is a A1. So how we can read these particular sections? This is the grid A, then horizontal and vertical grids, right? This is the one. This is correct. All are 230 by 230 beams. Select all. See, 230, 230, 230, 230, 230. Yes, this is correct, right? See, you have to read like this from here. Maybe there is a confusion, right? A, B, C. This also A, B, C. Right? This is a grid one. That is the here in Revit there is we don't have any option to show the the horizontal grids as well. So we have to only no, there is an option only to show the vertical grids. If you are aware about how to show, do let me know as well, right? Okay. These particular you know sex this particular section has been done from our end to we have modeled the complete details. So let me mark this as done. mm, okay, I will mark like this, it's done. Then the same thing, uh, this one, this is by 3 380 380 380 380 300. This is 300. This is okay. Then this two is a 380. See this 230 by 380. Then this two is the 300. Correct? Yes, it's correct. Particular section also done. Then the same thing. 230 300. See this. This is done. No need to cross verify. See what are the things that we can see in the plan. That's the same thing. We will be all the information given in the sections as well. That's the beauty of e-tabs. It will be given by the data properly, right, as per the IS 4x6 2000, right? Now there is only one beam left, this one. 300 300 300. See this, does it correct? Yes, it's correct. Then see what is A, then 1 2 3 4. Then how the section has been cut, right? This is the A grid. Then this 1 2 3 4, this one, the section has been cut through like this. Let me check whether it's showing correct. Yes, see, all the beams having 230 by 300, correct? Then let me check with the columns. Previously we didn't check. What is this? 230 by 380. These two are 230 by 380. Then this one is a 300, correct? Yes, all done. Then one grid is empty. This grid is empty. When you check here, this particular grid is empty. This is perfectly matching with the details given by the engineers, right? This one done. Second one. 230 by 380. 380. 380. 380. Okay. So all are looks like 230 by 380. See, 230 by 380. This two done. This two done. Okay. Then 300. 300. These are 300 by 300. Correct. These two having 230 by 380. 230 by 300. This is done. And one more thing we have to check. See, this is the right way you have to work as per the details. I'm not sure whether you have the experience or not. 230 by 380. 380. What is this? 300. 300. 300. 300. All are 300. Correct. See, we have checked each and every detail. Let me cross verify once. On these are 7 sheets we have. This one also done. See, red mark I did. That's the reason I am always try to mark those things as well. This is done. Okay. So then the layout, this is also done. Plinth layout done. Layout one done. So each and everything we have modeled properly in the Revit. Even you can see, you can check in the 3D as well. Each and everything has been, done properly. Also, let me extend little bit. Right. Right, it's looking clean and neat structural G+1 residential building model. So even I will try to show the 3D as well, so how it's look like, but instead of that we'll try to focus on the complete Revit structure here. So apart from that, one more thing we have to do here is like we have to give the footings as well. I'm not sure what is the footing details that we can give it by the next video. So until then you can watch and you can do the practice as well. I will try to give the PDF as well. Those who are you have to mention in the comments box, then I will share the PDFs as well, PDF links. Okay. So thank you guys, thank you for watching. Please do subscribe, share and support. Thank you so much.